Big up everyone. I hope everyone is doing. I just want to make a quick video, right? So, sorry for off topic, but after this video is released, we will be going on True Goodness' stream, which is just half an hour. So I gotta wrap this up. I know I couldn't do this earlier because everyone and all that. So yeah, I want to talk about the performances from all four Brazilian teams that are in the Club World Cup. Flamengo, Fluminense, and let me try to pull this up as well. Hold on. Let me try to pull this out. Wait, where's? All right, all right. And you want to know something? Want to know something? Oh shit! Is he live? Is he live already? Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, Zach is live as well. I'll be there, guys. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to join the call because, unfortunately, like I said, I got this. So sorry for the off topic, guys. But what I saw, Flamengo, Fluminense, Vas. No. Flamengo, Fluminense, Palmeiras, and Botafogo. Undefeated in four. These are the round one results. Big up to Brazil football. They never lose. They have never lose. So yes, yes, both teams are undefeated. Absolutely, bro. And these are the round one results. Botafogo 2, Seattle 1. Flamengo 2, Espanyol 2. Fluminense 0, BBV 0. Palmeiras 0, Porto 0. We're going to dive one by one game. And let's not forget how this is a really good start for Brazilian football. Brazil, South Americans, we are taking this tournament seriously, taking advantage of European teams that are tired. So we're taking advantage because we're basically doing this in the middle season, which has the momentum for a lot of these teams. Yes, you could say yes. Some of them have better opposition, but yeah, the most impressive result today was Fluminense getting a 0-0 draw today. Ah, damn it! My stupid internet's lagging. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. But yes, the result that standing out to me the most was hold on was Fluminense. Hold on, I know Neymar's trying to do a podcast. Oh, I'm not trying to get copyright. Know that. Sorry about that. But yeah, the good news is not only that. Funny enough, all four of the games in round one are Brazilian league winners. Estevan, Angulo Jesus, Vascaeta, and John Arias. Impressive performance. I forgot like that. It shows that, and let's not to be fair, all of them they do deserve it. Okay, some people say Esteval. I mean Esteval. I mean, well, yes, I know, no. I know some people said I didn't deserve a man match because I mean he was okay. I don't know, but I mean I think he definitely played well. There was a last time. I know he had a few moments there, including crossing the ball, could have gone the goal, but before the goalkeeper made a save from Porto. And goal Jesus, he did got the goal. Sis, I know I couldn't watch all of them, at the same time because there were like other games, and I still have to attend one game myself. It's annoying. I still have to attend one game myself, but okay, whatever. Yes. So far, yes. So I want to talk about each game. All right. Let's talk about the Filamenza game. All right. So we're gonna try to go by stats. I know that we're just gonna have to use Google. So yes, and it's possible all teams could could um could get out of the group. It's possible, maybe. I'm gonna explain more. I'm not just trying to get hyped up about it. But yes, really good from the team. I would say from all four of them. Okay, yes, some of them, yeah, as they've been prepared for this tournament. Yes, some of them had extra days. Palmeiras played on Tuesday, and they'll play again on Thursday. And yeah, absolutely, bro. And let's talk about this game. Let's talk about and unfortunately we couldn't react throughout the highlights because they will copyright me. But what I like today from Fluminense, I did my stream with my boy Michael. Big up to him, Michael CFC. We did a watch along, and what I like for Fluminense was brilliant today. They actually played really well, and you know what? They were the better side, and they deserved to win this game. Honestly, today, they deserved it because they had the better chances. They had 5 shots on target, 3 shots on target. They were actually peppering shit out of Kobel and Dortmund, and they should have won this game. How well they maintained the ball and all that, especially in the midfield and all that. And I would say everyone played pretty well and was guard up their game, especially Fabio. Still that 45 guy, 43, 44 years old, nearly halfway throughout his life, and he's still performing at a high level like this. So yeah, and they even keep it clean. Only 2 yellow cards from Filamente's side. Nesta Martinelli got booked, but not a lot of bad shots from Martinelli. One of the chances that should have gone in, the closest chance, was like it was kind of like a rebound, and but um, sadly, I forgot. Unfortunately, he couldn't put it at the back of the net. Um, um the whole game, but yeah, they had the chance at the 68th minute. I forgot who was. But yeah, it was from a corner kick, and they tried to whoop it in, and they tried to rebound to John Arias with the touch, shot on target. And what was that guy? That sh- he, that one, he was about to go in. That one was about to go in. The closest chance, the chance from who was it? Was it No, it wasn't John Arias. It was the guy at the right. Was it Martinelli again? But but yeah, but yeah, yeah, I know some people will definitely. Hold on. Before that, I just couldn't tell, bro. But he had and just couldn't put it in because Kobo just made a great save. If he made it a powerful shot, that was 1-0 for Laments at the 68th minute. Just unlucky. And then they had another rebound. They tried. But Dortmund was getting pressured. Even they were getting nervous. But it was just unlucky. Fluminense, they arguably deserved to win this game. He was trying to have strokes on Dortmund's back line, even though they had a back three. So they were getting chances. They were cooking Yankuto. He was getting cooked. Who's, by the way, Brazilian. By the way, I don't know if he did came from Fluminense. Came from all the way over. Oh, that's a while back. Oh damn. Okay, gotcha. But yeah. What I saw today was amazing. This was amazing from Fluminense. Um, I would say the subs they had a little bit of impact. Kev Lima, and Sidra. They should have and words like something in it. But yes, but to be fair, if you're Fluminense, it's actually a good result. To be fair, because now both teams they're level on points, and let's not forget there's another game going on. By the way, so yeah, these were the stats. Like I said, from general play, they were better. Dortmund had slightly more of the ball, but Fluminense were just going to recover it. They were causing more problems. Two yellow cards for each. They had a little bit offside, but right now there's another team playing right now. As of speaking, right now this team is going on. It's halftime at the moment. Or wait, second half just kicked off between Medicine and Yelisin from South Korea, and that team is from South Africa. Yeah. This team. Right now this matters because they will be fighting for the group, and we all know who will they be fighting for. Right now Fluminense are sitting sixth. Yes, Bahia overtook them, but let's not forget they have a game in hand because of Club World Cup. All right, let's do FIFA Club World Cup. So right now, Fluminense, if you're Fluminense right now, Tricolor, you could have taken the win because that would have been a lot better. Because I expect Fluminense to win their next two games, but don't underestimate those two teams from South Africa and South Korea. Even though this team is winning 1-0, and this will go down to goal difference, so Fluminense still has a chance, but they'll have to score a lot more. They got to finish those chances for sure, definitely. But yeah, Fluminense Dortmund was definitely going to be a cracker. And I know people are going to say it was a boring game. Club World Cup is not working. Like, you haven't watched the game, I know. It wasn't entertaining 0-0, okay? Yes, there should have been a goal, I agree. And it should have been, but yeah, South Americans are taking it seriously. They're hunting for blood, for sure. Absolutely, bro. And yes, and this is how it's going. But yes, Fluminense, Dortmund are going to win their next two games. We'll see how it goes on goal difference. Fluminense, they probably will have to score a lot of goals and be relying on the teams as well. But yeah, they should have won this game because maybe they could just if they would have won this game, they would win their next game, and likely they will either draw their next game or just win it, top the group. Because if they go let's say if they win Group F, they'll play the runners up of Group E, which means Dortmund could face Inter Milan, or we could have a South American matchup, Fluminense versus River Plate, or another Latin American derby, but it's CONCACAF Monterrey, which by the way we will be doing. Mr. True Gunner, big up to you. He's going to do a watch along, so I'll send you the link in the description. But yeah, after this video. So yes, what a perfect performance for Fluminense. Just they could still plenty and put up their chances. All right, let's go to the let me go to the Palmeiras game. Group A. All teams, by the way, real quick guys, Palmeiras 0. Porto 0 at MetLife. This was an okay 0-0 draw. This game was similar. Palmeiras also outplayed Porto, in my opinion. They dominated. They had a few chances, including Porto was getting pressure in the first half, including before halftime. Palmeiras should have scored, but it went off the line. But yeah, no, even if it ends 0-0, as long as they play well, then yeah, they should play Creighton. They're not a joke. Yes, they haven't scored from open play. Um, but they actually had the slight lead of the ball, Porto, and I mean Palmeiras, and they will be. And they better be hyped up for the next game, especially they have Al Ahly before that big game against Inter Miami, which somebody's gonna do a watch along. I don't know if it's me, Truguner, Michael. Big up to all of you. Um, yes, and I was in all of their streams, so I will try to put some stream links how I thought about it. But yes, this was a huge game, bro. Yeah, yes. This game ended 0-0. Esteval, like I said, he was okay. My man in the match. I mean, Paulinho did a little bit impact. I wouldn't say it's not really bad for Victor Roque. Yeah, he had an average performance. Did have one chance. It wasn't crossbar, but it was like the defender got it out in time, so he was okay. Average, yeah, nothing spectacular. Thought Jose could have something there, but yes, but yeah, this game ended 0-0. Palmeiras, they should have won this game as well, definitely. But yeah, this is a huge result, especially against Porto. And yes, they should have won this game. Yeah, they got locked up, but guess what? They did it the right way, in my opinion. As for as for yes, I just think that especially going into next match, Palmeiras, we'll see what they do against Al Ahly, which is on Thursday. We will do a second match day review, which is on Thursday. This game will be played at MetLife still stuck in MetLife. Palmeiras is home for now, New Jersey. And then we got that big, massive game. I need to see. I honestly, Palmeiras versus Inter Miami, that's the clash of the day by far on next Monday. Inter Miami versus Palmeiras, yes. The Heroines versus the Pigs. This is the big matchup of the Americas. Lino Messi versus Esteban Williams. People want to hype up. We will be there. These South Americans going to cook those South American frauds for Inter Miami. Because, I mean, no offense to not Lino Messi, but just Inter Miami are ass. And the only reason why they're in here in this tournament because FIFA wants that money because they just couldn't stop juicing about, But but yeah, that's how they want to do business. And funny enough, all of them are tied 1 point, no goals. Goal difference minus zeros. Goal difference are zero, just 1 point with no draw. So Palmeiras, they have to take advantage in their next two games. And this game will be played at Miami Hard Rock Stadium. Palmeiras, they gotta cook Inter Miami to cook these frauds. Because you guys are better than them. And then let's see, because Inter Miami should be nowhere near the round 16. And yes, we're finally gonna have a Brazilian versus MLS side. Finally, I need to see good. I need a masterclass from everyone at their best. Definitely for this game because this game matters a lot too. And somebody's definitely gonna do watch along. I don't know if I'll do it. It depends. Whoever I know will do it, and I will be there, guys. But yes, Palmeiras. Yes, Ander Ferreira. I know he's been criticizing their last two games against Flamengo and Cruzeiro. But I mean, as long as he could adjust, he has to do it the right way. Then yes, if they don't beat Alahan or Inter Miami, if they drew and they crashed out the group stage, and let one of them go through, it's an absolute embarrassment.
Anthony, no
if
te
they
va a
do
caer esa
it.
computadora de ahí.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about that.
Yo voy a ir para allá con tu tía Ayuda ahorita que pasa por mí, ¿no?
Are you kidding me? Hold on. You freaking kidding me? I thought I've shared it. No. I thought I've shared my My Google image. God damn it! Now I got again. But yeah, this is the game I was talking about. This is the game that I'm talking about as well. Must-win game for Palmeiras. It's annoying that stupid goal. They want you to refresh again. So I just to add it on. It's ridiculous. It's a freaking joke. But yeah, Palmeiras, they have to win their next two games. I mean, unless you're a rival fan like Corinthians, São Paulo, I get where you're coming from. But then I know, Corinthians will be rooting for Inter Miami. They will be rooting for their bird civilians in Egypt, ancestors from Egypt, definitely, and they will be rooting for the heroines for bird. Yes, definitely. We'll see what happens from there. But as for I wanna, but yeah, I think I've showed the Fluminense game as that game is still going on. But yes, their next game Fluminense, they're going against Yulson, and this game will be played. Say this was held at MetLife. Is this MetLife? Yes, still MetLife at home. Gonna cook these. Mm. And this game will be at Hard Rock, the South Africa. Gotcha. Because now it looks like what's that another opponent's team? Are they still winning 1-0 as we speak? Still 1-0. So yeah, you gotta win every single game. And let's talk about another team. Let's talk about yeah, who cares about the search bar? Let's talk about Flamengo. Let's talk about Flamengo's game yesterday. Flamengo 2, Ace Tunis 2-0. 2-0. Goals from Vascayeta and Luis Arujo. To be fair, perfectly, this game was okay, an okay performance for Flamengo. Yes, we get to see Jorginho's debut. Absolutely, how the team did. The team was okay, I would say. I mean, they should have gotten at least another shot on target. Maybe there could have been a third goal. To see a good performances, but both of the goals, Vascaeta and Luis Arujo, are good. So these were the stats: shots on turf, Flamengo 4, Tunis 2. I would say the older Bluebirds were pretty I guess Tarek, and yes, there were a couple chances. Pedro even skied one. He was subbed out. I'm not saying he had a bad game. He was okay. He was creating chance. He was getting service as well, and he's including for Vascaeta. But they just couldn't find one. But it's okay because we got a big matchup upcoming. By the way, next. So yeah, so they did what they needed to do defensively. Kind of locked up. The opponent's defense 2-0. It's not bad. Yes, at one point they were trying to pressure them, and they did have two shots on target in the 60 minutes, I think. And they were sitting back, and Flamengo were getting pressured until the 70th minute. And yeah, they just controlled the ball, and they just couldn't find a third in the back of the net. But yes, which means half of the shots on target went in as goal. They went the same formation. And I want to know how Felipe Luis is going to line up. I think this could be the same team. I mean, unless he gives Bruno Enrique. Bruno Enrique came on, did I wouldn't say nothing. I mean, not a lot of impact. Everton, I think it was all right. Michael, probably not a lot. So not a lot. Just replacing subs like Pedro and Vascaeta, Luis Arujo were eventually brought down. So they just throw the ball there and there. So yeah, thank goodness they didn't bring on Danilo because I don't know if it's worth its risk against Chelsea. Same thing with Wesley. Yes, Jorginho. Yes, he played 70 minutes yesterday. I think about 70 minutes yesterday. 75, 78 minutes, and yes, even though he's Italian but born in Brazil and chose Italy over because of the heritage, so I don't blame him that much. So yes, but yeah, we're definitely. But guess what? But yes, Flamengo, they're sitting first in the table. Cruzeiro game in hand, which they dropped points to Victoria, which is all right. Guess what? But we will be there for the game on Friday. For me, it's Flamengo versus Chelsea. This is by far the game of. I'm not saying the game of the season, but by far the biggest European versus South American game of all of them. Flamengo versus Chelsea, two big clubs. The biggest from London versus the biggest from Rio de Janeiro. This is a huge game. Big ups to Michael Chelsea. He said he's gonna definitely do the stream. We will be there for that watch along for as he does it. So yes, right now both Flamengo and Chelsea they got business done yesterday. 2-0 wins. Chelsea got a 2-0 win against LAFC. Flamengo got a 2-0 win against Tunis. So yes. So yeah, this is going to be absolutely huge. Flamengo fans, they've been trolling a lot. Chelsea fans on Twitter, I've seen that. A lot of them don't get along. The banter that is coming. They they want to banter each other. And yes, and we finally meet up. Ever since that draw 6 months ago, this has been talked about a lot. And I've been warning all my Chelsea fans to watch out for Flamengo because they're a very good side. They could try her, Tosin on the counter. And their back line, well, it depends. Which James starts, but Flamengo could exploit that of the attack. So I expect them to do it. But this is a huge game. Flamengo versus Chelsea is a huge game. Right now, both going through. If Flamengo gets a draw against Chelsea, this is a good result. Same thing for Fluminense Dortmund. If they draw, same goal difference. Let's say they draw 1-1 or 2-2, perfect result for Flamengo more. So which means they'll have to smash LAFC and hope that Chelsea don't pass Tunisia if they want to get first. Because one of them I think will play Bayern Munich, who are expected to top the group. I think, yeah, yes. So I know it's just getting started, but yeah, this game is a huge matchup. So we will be there for the Flamengo Chelsea game. I expect the lineups to be nearly similar. Yes, you'll have Cole Palmer. I don't know if Liam Delap will start for Chelsea. Flamengo, obviously, Jorginho. Flamengo will definitely give a much better game than LAFC. They will, and this game will be played at Lincoln Field Stadium in Philadelphia. This is the game everyone is watching. We all know the Chelsea rivals. Be rooting for Flamengo. Flamengo's rivals like Vasco, Fluminense will be all rooting for Chelsea, especially Thiago Silva. Absolutely. And even Palmeirense Atléticos that hate Flamengo to death, of course they'll be rooting for Chelsea. Be carefree for that game. This is a huge game. I know Chelsea have nearly the double the number of followers on Instagram, but Flamengo have more YouTube subscribers. Flamengo versus Chelsea, and this who's bigger is pretty debatable. Yes, Chelsea have two Champions League. Flamengo has three Copa Libertadores. Even though the Champions League is supposed to be bigger than Copa Libertadores, but both of them do have a huge fan base domestically. Well, it wouldn't be fair because Brazil is bigger than England. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of Chelsea fans in Brazil too, and they probably go against. But okay, maybe worldwide Chelsea are known definitely, but domestically, so there's more Flamenguistas than Carefree. Probably, I think percentage say. So yes, because there isn't a lot of Flamengo outside of Brazil, so this game matters. This game matters. All right, let's talk about one more. Um, will I do a preview for all these teams? I don't know. Depends what happens. Botafogo versus Seattle. Botafogo 2, Seattle 1. My opinion, I think Botafogo, they played okay football in the first half. Not even perfect, but just kind of, I would say, mediocre. Because Seattle are trash, honestly. Botafogo, I know that they're not the ones from last year. They'll have Luis Enrique. And they were the better side, but they just set back. And after the 2-0, they couldn't get the third. They let Seattle get one, and they parked the bus. There were 11 shots on target generally in this game. John played. Coutinho. Savinho came off. And Gol Jesus got the goal. Yes, from a corner. Angelo Jesus scored before halftime, making it 2-0. And Chris managed to get one back. I would say this game is okay against Botafogo. If they want to, if they do have a chance, but here's the thing: they'll have to do better than that because the game against their next game is against PSG, the champions of Europe, going against the champions of South America. If they want to get at least a result, because I don't think they're winning, they have to prove otherwise. And I know PSG are likely going to spank them. I'm not going to lie because of how much quality they have. This will be played on Thursday in Rose Bowl, which I will sadly not be there. Somebody's definitely going to be doing a watch along. This will be the zone. Why is Tudan not streaming the Brazilian teams? Like why? Why is the why is Tudan not trying to stream one of the Brazilian teams? But yes, this is a huge game. Botafogo, they have to show their best. Everyone has to, lock in, make sure to not get anybody red card, and like maybe somehow score 2 goals. But PSG just have, or if you're going to have to lose by a goal, you might have to do it. Yes, you guys are ahead of Atletico Madrid, but here's the thing: I don't think Seattle Sounders will hold Atletico Madrid to a draw. If you do accept, lose, and Atletico will likely beat them like 2-0 or something. We'll see what happens at both teams. But Botafogo do have a chance. And Botafogo are in that group against Palmeiras. So anything could happen. Could have Botafogo versus Palmeiras round of 16. It could happen. It depends what happens. If they But yes, but what I'm liking it from all teams, they can show and prove. Even though yes, PSG are definitely the favorites. And at least Dortmund Fluminense, at least it was close, but for this, I don't think so. Flamengo Chelsea can be close, but this, I'm not saying. That's just the reality. Of course, I want the Brazilians. I want Botafogo to get an upset result, like even a draw. But it's just not. But it's just not possible, especially the players they have. Calverscalia, Dembele. I think he might be back. And PSG destroyed Atletico Madrid 4-0 without Dembele. It's crazy, bro. So you know what? Good luck. Buen said this. So I want to say I'm proud of the Brazilian side. We will do a match two reaction. We will be there. We will be doing the watch alongs, especially the one that I'm doing. So big up to everyone. I gotta go. Um, Make sure you like, subscribe, all that. Big up.